Busted, obviously a quick turnaround from Saturday to the first of quite a lot of Tuesday games before the end of the season now really, but in terms of getting the lads back in today, has it pretty much been recovery focused, obviously with games coming in quite quick succession now?
Yeah, a lot of the day was done on the screen, just obviously looking at Oldham tomorrow, sort of strengths, weaknesses, how we think we can hurt them, how they're going to try and hurt us. Went through that with the boys, and then just up the top to loosen the legs off a little bit. Some of the boys went in the gym, some of them came up the top, but yeah, it was just mainly about recovery, just making sure everyone's focused and we know what a tough job tomorrow is going to be, and making sure that all the boys' mindset was ready.
Yeah, and obviously you mentioned Oldham there, a team you've already played away from home this season, but I think they've got a few new faces since that day, and in terms of, obviously the league, people will look and see Oldham and Gateshead as both nearer the bottom, but in terms of recent form, it's probably anything but a relegation battle on paper, really. Anyway.
Yeah, the game previously in the trophy means absolutely nothing. We don't even look at that, to be fair. As you said, they've brought new bodies in, which have improved them. We know obviously they were improving anyways. They've got some unbelievable players, some real talent in the group, players who've played league before. So we know what a good squad that they have, and we know how tough tomorrow's going to be. But again, we're on a good run of form as they are, so we go there with that belief in that confidence, and obviously we go in there to win the game.
Yeah, and obviously Saturday's game made it 3 wins all away from home consecutively. I mean, no easy feat really to go away from home and be winning games and playing well at the same time as well, but obviously a boost in terms of confidence. But what do you think's kind of gone into that recently, really, especially getting them away from home as well?
No, I do think it's worth recognising that how well the boys have done. As you say there, 3 away games, three long travels as well, and the boys have, the mindset's been unbelievable. Sometimes it is tough when you travel a long way, you sat on the bus for a long time, then you get back and then you've got to get ready again. So the boys have done unbelievable. As I say, it's more the mindset than anything. We've got a real belief about the group now. Obviously, all the boys have got that individual belief in themselves, but I think the collective has changed a little bit, and the momentum started to change, and just little things have improved. And as a collective, that's kind of pushed the group on a little bit, and we're going to away grounds now with that belief that we feel we can win the game and we're capable of winning the game. We'll look a lot more solid defensively in terms of as a group, and going forward we look more of a threat as well. So 2 major things in the game that we've improved. And
availability wise, obviously ahead of tomorrow, on Saturday, of course, Lewis Knight came on and was ended up being forced off. It seemed like a bit of a recurrence of the problem he's sort of been struggling with this season. Obviously been pretty unfortunate with injuries all the way throughout the season, really. Whenever he's kind of come back, it seemed to hit him again a bit. But what's the sort of latest with the situation on him?
Yeah, well, he's going to go for another scan. Obviously, it's a tough one to digest for everyone, because he's devastated. I don't know if you've seen him come off the pitch on Saturday, but he was quite visually emotional. It was hard for him. It's the same issue what he keeps having. Obviously he's had scans on it previously, we've had specialists look at it, and we still can't get to the root of the problem, so we keep trying. He's just as much as part of the group when he's not playing as he is when he is playing. He's a big character around the place, and obviously we were desperate to get him playing in back-to-back games, because we know what a threat and we know what a real good player he is, but that's not going to be the case now. So it's back to the start again. It's making sure that he's right mentally and he's in a good place and he's not getting too down with it, and he knows that he's got a lot of support around him from the club, and that we back him fully all the way, and we still can't wait till he gets back on the pitch, and we'll do everything we can to get him back on the pitch. But again, it's a tough one for him really to take. I think sometimes when boys get injured, people forget that it hurts them more than it hurts anyone else, and it is really tough for them. So it's going to be one where he's going to have to take it day by day, and as I say, he's got everyone at the club to help and support him, and he knows that, so that's a good thing. And yeah, we'll do everything we can to make sure he's all right.
In terms of other sort of more recent absentees as well, obviously Elliot Forbes and Kevin Castro have had minor problems in recent weeks that's seen them miss recent games really, but how close or sort of far away are them from being back involved and around things?
Yeah, Kev's not far off at all. He done some training stuff with Belly today, so the next progression is that he jumps into the session this week. So hoping that he'll be available for Saturday. Forbes, he's going to be a little bit longer. Looking at more long term than what Kev is. He's still looking at sort of four weeks plus. To be fair on Forbes, it was a reoccurrence of his thigh injury. He went for a scan and that came back saying it's going to be a bit longer than what we initially expected. But again, he's another one. He's been there before. He knows what it's like to be injured. He knows what he needs to do to come back and come back a better player and a better person, and he's already working really hard at the club and away from the club in his own gym and stuff. So he's doing everything he possibly can to make sure that he's back as quick as possible.
Yeah, and obviously those sort of absentees, injuries aside, obviously you do have someone who can come back into the fold on Tuesday. Obviously Marcus Danga was cup tied on Saturday, so couldn't be involved, but a chance for him to be involved potentially tomorrow. Yeah,
obviously the timing of the signing, he fair play to him. You know, he signed on the Friday, didn't have a training session or anything with the boys, and he met us at the ground on Saturday, and he was needed after sort of 25-30 minutes, and his reaction was brilliant. He just came on, he worked so hard, and that's all we asked from him. We didn't give him too much instruction because it wasn't the time to give him that detail that we need to get into him. So he's had a couple more sessions with the boys. The way the game has fell, we haven't had as many sessions as we probably like with him, but we're really looking forward. He's an exciting signing for us. He's someone that we believe is going to score goals. He's going to be a threat constantly. He's strong. He can link the play up as well, and he's already settled in with the boys. He's a good guy around the place. So we're really excited to get him on the pitch and get them games into him now, and hopefully he can sort of take off where Danny left and keep getting goals, and we keep climbing the league.